A bump in the night, mysterious frights, smells that disturb, visuals impaired. Welcome to another episode of Cryptid Chronicles. I'm your host, Sadhu Da, as we begin to dive and explore into horrors unseen but foretold. Join me if you dare. Will of the Wisp. I'm describing this as more of a phenomena and less of an actual entity. Many times in the past on cases, I've witnessed activity of glowing lights in a haunted forest. It is my belief through experience that this phenomena is a type of glamour or illusion. Various predatory entities will use ghost lights to draw in or mesmerize their prey in hopes of trapping them or by catching them off guard. A will o' the wisp is also called ignis fatuus, meaning foolish fire in medieval Latin. The very description of it is an atmospheric ghost light that is seen by travelers at night. They were noted in English folklore as having a heavy presence within bogs, swamps, and marshlands. It is reported to recede if approached, and uses this function to draw travelers from the safety of a path. They have adopted a plethora of names, including jack-o'-lantern, the friar's lantern, hinky-punk, or hobby lantern. Science offers a partial explanation, but it does not account for all the cases relating to this phenomena. The glowing lights are sometimes a flame-like phosphorescence that is created by gases from decaying plants. When the gas from these plants builds up, they can explode into a glowing cloud of noxious fumes. Sometimes a sprite who has been offended will condense into a glowing ball and draw a person near. They will then possess the person and drown them. When demonic entities use this phenomena, they will lure somebody to a cliff or a choke point where they push you and cause you to fatally fall. Fae of varying types are known to use this phenomena as bait. When the person falls for it, they are then abducted. Sometimes this activity is actually a human in their condensed astral form. An example from Mexico is that of a bruja. This is the opposite of a healer in curanderismo, known as a curandera. I've seen a magician transform into an electric green ball. He zipped around with great speed. It would have been fascinating if they were not trying to kill me. I drove a perva through the electric green light, and it had wounded him deeply on a physical level. He was actually bleeding heavily. This tells me that people in this form are vulnerable to damage on a physical level, and I suspect as much for entities. It would appear that condensing into this form would make spiritual energy into a more dense form.